What's going on, guys? Chris Rudnick here, and yesterday you guys had to wait and see if Will's Miata would start. So now, let's take a look. In 3, 2, 1. So, there it is. It starts. It's loud as hell. It won't idle itself until it gets to operating temperature because this is a 1.8 motor in a with a 1.6 wiring harness, and the idle air doesn't plug into like the 1.8 stuff, so it's not plugged in. But once it's warmed up, you don't need that. It just idles on its own. I haven't actually got it to operating temperature yet, but let me show you the reason why I ended yesterday's video and I didn't show you that it started yesterday. Where's the stupid thing?
The coil pack.
Where is
this thing right here?
That stupid thing. Oh, we actually need that. Hopefully that didn't break. The reason why I didn't show you guys yesterday is because the car actually didn't start. It was getting really late. We weren't getting any spark. In the clip that I just showed you, she actually dropped this. I wasn't mad or anything. You know, accidents happen. And this broke right here. So Mike actually noticed it, and then he shoved it back in. Like, I can't do it with one hand because you gotta like bend it and stuff, but whatever. We put that back in. It still wasn't getting any spark, so we were like, you know what? It's the coil packs. We can't do anything about it tonight. So we're going to end the video there, and I'm going to go to the junkyard in the morning and grab a new coil pack. So I did that, and when we got back, the car still didn't start or anything. So I'm looking around, checking the gas, checking the spark. I checked the cam angle and everything. Everything checked out to be good. And you know what Marcus did? You know what he did? So when I was under the car, hooking up the I-beam, hooking up like the drive shaft and everything, Marcus was doing the wiring harness. After I was getting no spark with the new coil packs, he was looking at like his stuff. He was like, well, I didn't connect these grounds. And like I looked, and it was the grounds for the coil packs. So I'm like, Marcus, why didn't you do that? He's like, oh, I didn't feel like it. I'm like, well, if you didn't feel like it, at least tell me that you didn't do it so I would know to go and do it. So I thought he connected the coil pack ground, which he didn't, but he actually did end up doing it last night. So right after he did that, the car fired right up. Everything was good. But now I need to put the shifter in, so I'm going to do that right now, and then maybe we can drive it. Just put the shifter in, and yay, I tried starting the car, tried putting in the gear, and it doesn't work. Perfect. So no one's here to help me bleed the clutch. And I went to the reservoir, and it was actually bone dry, which is story of my life. So I just put some brake fluid in it. Yes, it looks disgusting. Ugh. But when Will gets his car, that's something he can learn to do. So I'm gonna lift this up on the lift, and I'm gonna try to gravity bleed it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I have to wait for Tommy to get here. He should be here the next half an hour anyways. But I just want to get this thing done, and I want it to be over. If you guys don't know what gravity bleeding is, pretty much if you don't have someone here to like hold the clutch or anything, what you're going to do is you're just going to fill the reservoir, and you're going to have to loosen this nipple. Hopefully you can see that if it focuses. You got to loosen this nipple right here. I'm going to loosen it for like 15 seconds, and hopefully after it drips a lot, I'll get pedal pressure because Roberto told me on a Miata you can actually gravity bleed it. So hopefully he's right. I'm going to get to work on this. Well, gravity bleeding's not going to work. I need to wait for Tommy to get here. He should be here in 20 minutes. And then we're just going to try to manually bleed it, like pump the clutch, hold, release, holding, blah, blah, blah. And hopefully it works. If not, I'm going to get a new clutch reservoir because it was a little brown. And the brake fluid's a little brown, but they're separate reservoirs. If the brakes work, they work. But if this doesn't fix it, then I'm just going to get a new slave just for the ha-has because it's cheap, and I'm gonna get a new clutch reservoir, and we should be good. Tommy just got here. He's gonna be my pumper for the day.
The hero.
The hero, sure. So we're gonna get the
pumper. I'm his fluffer.
The pumper's gonna get in the car.
Do you know what a fluffer
is? The
is?
bleeder's gonna make Tommy bleed.
Do you know what a fluffer is?
No.
In children's books,
there's
like a dude.
Jeez.
It's like a dude who keeps dudes hard. Or I don't know if it's a dude. It's probably a girl.
I'm definitely gonna bleep that P word because I don't know if that's appropriate.
Children's books. You like fill it with something else. Like hold on, let me think. Children's books. Fill it with that.
So Will's Miata's all bled now. The clutch works. Tommy started it up, he shifted it, goes into all gears, everything is good, reservoir is full. So now I'm gonna put this wheel on. I was thinking about making an exhaust, but I don't even have welding wire, and I just don't have time to go get some. I have my other stuff that I want to do. I got a bunch of stuff I wanted to do today, but I just wanted to get this thing done. So I'm gonna bring this to Will's house. Well, I'm not gonna bring it to Will's house. I'm gonna have someone bring it to Will's house. But it's gonna be loud for now. If he ever wants to come up, make an exhaust, he's more than welcome to come up. I'm sure by then I'll have welding wire. And yeah, everything's done, so I'm gonna lower it and I'm gonna go take it for a test drive. I actually can't do that yet because I did notice when I pulled this motor that no tranny fluid came out of like the tranny. Usually it does, so that's kind of telling me that it's a little low. So I'm using Tommy's fancy tranny pumpy thingy, and he's not pretty happy that I'm using it, but he said if I clean it with soap and water I can use it, so I will. Fill it up right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I hate filling trannies, it's always a nightmare, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Fill her up. This thing's actually really nice. I'm gonna buy one of these. Now there's one more thing I have to do before I get this thing going. When I put the motor in, I just put like maybe like 3 quarts in it just so I can hear it run and everything. That's all I had at the shop at the moment, and everything was closed, so I couldn't go get oil. Better run advanced auto real quick, grab some oil, and then she'll run and drive. Well, she probably runs and drives now, but gotta put that 5 quarts in. Just put the Miata oil in. It's filled, it's ready to go. I know it moves because Tommy had to leave and I needed help pushing this in, and I wanted this here first because I'm gonna pull the tranny tonight. That's another video, so look forward to that. But we're gonna go take the Miata for a test drive. I wanna get it to operating temperature to see if it actually idles, because I remember when I had this turboed, it also didn't have an idle air, but once it got to operating temperature, it idled on its own. If not, I can just up the idle and it'll be good. It will always idle. But let's see. This thing is stupid loud. Like, when I say stupid, I mean stupid. Because like there's nothing right here. It's just, you can see right to the ground, and the exhaust ends right here. So you probably can't hear shit. Railroad, help, help. Oh. I'm not rev matching. Ew! My favorite part here. I'm like right next to the mic because I don't know if you can hear me, but frame bang galore here. Oh. Alright, so I definitely need to raise the idle because it just stalled out on me. Oh, that's why the battery came disconnected. Son of a bee. This is the Forester. Ooh, you guy. What a guy you are, huh? That's crazy that it was like still running and shit. Okay. See if it idles, because it should be warm enough. Ow! I just tripped on my own ankle. Bastard. I need to raise the idle, but I'm gonna call Will. Oh, I guess. Hello? Get some FaceTime autoing and audio. Yo. What's up?
Hello?
You alright?
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting. I don't know why you FaceTime.
I didn't mean to. I meant to hit the call button. So your car's done. Can you like come get it?
Where is it?
At the shop. I literally just finished it. The only thing I didn't do is put an exhaust on it. And it's violently loud.
Okay.
Like I just drove it up the street and my ears were piercing.
Can I just PayPal you, or never mind. I'm just gonna buy an exhaust.
If you buy an exhaust, we can put it in here. But I just need to like I'm trying to get like all these cars out because my landlord's like actually getting really pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like get as much
by any
stuff
chance,
out.
can I come tomorrow? Because my mom doesn't get home until like 10 tonight.
10. Yeah, Devin's not with you?
He's going to Liam's.
Oh, that's dumb. All right. Well, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Happy.
Will's gonna come pick up the car tomorrow. He's gonna order an exhaust, and he's gonna put it on here, I think, which is cool. So I guess that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. The Miata is running and driving. Everything is good. The only three things that is wrong with it is the RPM gauge doesn't work. It doesn't have a coolant temp gauge because I have the 1.6 harness with a 1.8 motor, like I said, and the 1.6 motors. They have the coolant temp gauge in the front, and on the 1.8s, it's in the back. So I don't really know how to make that work. If he wants, he can come down. We can look it up and everything. It's just I don't really have time to keep like playing around with that thing. I just needed it running and driving so he can take it, and I can like start getting rid of cars in this lot because I really like my shop. I don't want to get kicked out of here, and a couple more cars have to go. I've been slacking the WRX. I just need to put a radio in it and stuff and bolt the rear seats back in. Just been super busy. Now, tomorrow's video, I'm going to be working on the LS1. DeSanti said he's going to hook it up with rebuilding the tranny. I would like to do it, but I don't want to mess it up, and I definitely don't want to learn on a $2,500 tranny. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. If you guys like it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, I already said this, blah, blah, blah. See you in the next one.